Georgios Vlachos and Greece's stand against Mussolini. In the heart of Athens, as the world edged closer to chaos, Georgios Vlachos, a respected journalist and founder of the newspaper Kathimerini, was a man of strong convictions. A staunch nationalist, he had once supported the monarchy and held deep reservations about Greece aligning with the Allies. But as the storm of war loomed over Europe, his perspective shifted, not out of ideology, but out of love for his homeland. On October 28, 1940, when Mussolini's ultimatum demanded Greece's surrender, Vlachos witnessed history unfold. Greek Prime Minister Ioannis Metaxas rejected the demand, uttering the now famous "Oh he" or "no," plunging Greece into war with Italy. The Greek people, inspired by defiance, pushed back the Italian invasion, achieving one of the first Allied victories of World War II. Then came the ominous turn. In April 1941, after Mussolini's failure, Hitler's Germany intervened. The powerful Wehrmacht stormed through the Balkans, overwhelming Greek and British defenders. Athens fell. Nazi flags flew over the ancient city. Yet amidst the suffocating grip of occupation, Vlachos chose resistance, not with weapons but with words. As Nazi forces prepared to enter Athens, Vlachos penned one of the most courageous pieces of journalism in wartime Greece, an open letter to Adolf Hitler. It was not an apology, not a plea, it was a message of dignity and defiance. With carefully chosen words, he reminded Hitler that Greece had fought nobly and honorably, not as aggressors, but as defenders of their land. He acknowledged Germany's military strength, but emphasized that Greeks had fought with their souls, not just their weapons. His letter carried a warning: Greece would never bow easily to occupation. His closing statement in the letter is still as powerful today as when he first wrote it: "If called upon, the army of Greece, whatever it is that remains free, will stand in Thrace, the way it stood in Epirus. It will fight in Thrace as it did in Epirus. It will fight hard, it will die, and it will await the return from Berlin of the runner who came here 5 years ago, and took with him the flame from Olympia, only to return with a torch to light a fire that threatens this land which may be small, but is also great. This land that taught the world to live will now teach it how to die." The piece was an act of open defiance at a time when speaking against the Nazi regime meant certain death. Despite the risks, Vlachos published it in Kathimerini, ensuring that the world, and the conquerors, would know that Greece had not surrendered its spirit. Vlachos's letter did not go unnoticed. The Nazis, known for their brutal suppression of resistance, soon shut down Kathimerini, silencing one of Greece's most influential newspapers. Vlachos himself was targeted, though he managed to survive the occupation years. His letter, however, lived on. It became a testament to Greek resilience, and the idea that even in the face of overwhelming force, a nation's dignity could not be crushed. After the war, the Kathimerini resumed publication, and Vlachos remained a respected voice in Greek journalism until his death in 1951. Georgios Vlachos was more than a journalist. He was a man who used words as weapons when his country needed them most. His open letter to Hitler stands as a symbol of courage, patriotism, and intellectual resistance, proving that sometimes a pen truly is mightier than the sword.